and I've struggled. I'm always yo-yoing plus or minus 5 kgs. And
Yeah,
my wife
yeah,
tells me all the time. And I'm like, look, I look skinny on camera. I don't care. I look skinny with my shirt on. But that also makes your character, right? Because some people, dude, there's so many typical guys with six packs, and there's so many like girls in Andheri in Bombay who look at acting as a full-time thing, and they all just look the same and sound the same. And you have to. I'm totally for being in shape and stuff, but I'm saying you have to have your own style and your own, and define it yourself.
And I feel like things around the world, I mean, they are getting more inclusive, you know, and more like whatever size you are, whatever color you are, whatever language you speak, it's okay. Things are getting globalized, and just there is a place for everyone. I know there's competition, but you can't be like, okay, she's getting roles because she's thinner or because she's, you know, more good looking, because there's place for any kind of role.
And you know, everyone is a critic until all of a sudden they're your best supporter.
Oh my God, that happens all the time.
I was just reading a comment on my own YouTube and you know, I get a lot of shit because I have this accent and I'm doing Indian material, and it bothers a lot of people, and it's such a first world problem I'm complaining about. But some guy commented this morning, ruined my morning coffee, and he was like, people want regional language or desi accent. It's not working. And I don't know. That's the accent I give him.
Because your opinion matters to me.
But he is the audience. But then I was like, sure, I'll tell that to Russell Peters or something, you know, who's, you know, I'm not him, but I'm sure he had the same thing performing in India 20 years ago. People might have said that to him. And then tomorrow, if I'm a success, that same guy would be like, he's great.
I've spoken to him many times.
And the flip side, they might be like, Sanjay, you're too dark, or Madhuri, you're too this or that. And then all of a sudden, you're a success, and that's your defining characteristic.
That has
happened. She doesn't care. She just kills it.
Oh my God, it's happened so many times, Sanjay. I can't even like begin to tell you like the number of people who've given me, you know, okay, I accept whatever critique and whatever, you know, honest feedback you want to give me, but it's not going to shake the foundation that I've built this entire thing on, because if I because I did give a little bit of importance to, you know, juvenile comments earlier on my Instagram.
It's hard not to. We're still human.
Exactly. I still feel I'm really emotional, especially, you know, just being in special ed, my emotions are always like being attacked, right? So I did give it importance, and then I realized later that I'm just draining myself because ultimately I'm going to be who I am. And there's this one guy who said something about, oh, who taught you that showing skin is beauty? You should wear a sari. I'm like, oh, because a sari doesn't show any skin. Like,
I mean, and then all of a sudden you're in some scoop whoop. Madhuri got trolled, and this is an epic comeback to the haters or some shit.
They put screenshots all over the place, and it was like on 7 news channels. And I woke up in the morning, I had interview calls. I was like, listen, I was just talking. It was just like.
So that's a great segue into something else now. I love your approach. I love my approach. I love everyone's approach on just do your shit. You don't know where it's going to go, and things will come, and just be ready. So,
and also if they come, just do a background check and don't just take anything, because there's a lot of bullshit out there.
Don't take some casting couch Malu guy saying come to Kerala, no return ticket, you know, and then all of a sudden you're like, what the hell? Because that shit does happen even today.
All the time,
But be confident about it. So you had those not connections, but you had some experience, and you learned some bit of Malayalam. Before I segue into dealing with Instagram and fame and keeping your head straight, I want to ask you one last thing that we talked about before, which was you learned Malayalam sort of, because you don't speak it. It's probably your fourth language, right? After English, Kannada, Tamil, and some bit of Hindi. How do you get casted in a Malayalam film just barely speaking it?
So the funny part is they told me, oh, we have Punjabis doing Malayalam films. They don't know Malayalam. I was like, what rubbish? They can't be like and then comes out of their mouth when they're dubbing it, right?
Sure.
So they said, no, you just have to learn your lines. And I was like, how can you learn a line if you don't know what syllables form it? Like what are you saying? I can't by heart, right? Even in school, I never did. So I was like, okay, so at least let me learn a little bit. And then what happened was, because of that Charlie movie that didn't work out, I really didn't know Malayalam. Okay, I was supposed to learn, but it was just too hard.
You just matched the movements on your mouth, and they dubbed it already.
So I had a translator, and she used to just say, and I struggle so much, Sanjay. I used to like lie down in my hotel room, and like literally in my sleep I'll be saying the lines, and I like sometimes feel like writing it on my pillow, you know, because I just had to kind of grind it into my head. And then later I realized that the only way to learn a language is by watching stuff with subtitles, with English subtitles, like watching a Malu video with subtitles, so that you're like, hey, oh yeah, this is what they said earlier and this is what it means. Or like watching a movie, or like, listening to people talk to you in Malayalam and then respond in English. So that's what I started doing, and then got a couple of ads. And in those ads, again, the scripts that you learn are just like 5-6 lines, but they teach you a lot of grammar. Yeah.
So because go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so that's how it happened, and then I've started talking. So if I meet a Malu, I'll just talk in Malayalam, even if it's terrible, broken, very bad grammar Malayalam, because that's the only way that you just learn. Because you have to just dive into the deep end.
Birdy num num, birdie num num, birdie num num.